I guess, returning here to Atlanta, I probably encountered the Mercy Mobile coaches at that time. Again, is where my curiosity about life sort of carried me. And one of the things that I boasted about in DC was we didn't have very many homeless people and this, that, and the third. So I had a relative, he actually had taken me down to the Cortlandt Street corridor. And this was the days before there was a shelter at Peachtree and Pine. But St. Luke's Episcopal Church, they always had a lunch feeding. And I was amazed because in my little tiny enclave community where I grew up here in Atlanta, my grandmother and the other women of the neighborhood made certain that we always had somewhere to go, food to eat and everything. So I had actually never experienced that condition of being hungry and being without a place to live, really, here in Atlanta. But I encountered, like I said, a Mercy Care team. And I was amazed. So this was really before we had buildings and was basically still functioning out of the mobile coach environment. Well, as I continued to stay connected to the downtown area of Atlanta, this health clinic, this center, this community health center just began to flourish and grow because somebody had already set the path. We're like approaching maybe 190 years as an organization now. So it always been an opportunity to serve folk who may be considered less fortunate than other people. So that heart that began to resonate. It was around the time the Mercy Care's recuperative care was being opened at the 24/7 Gateway Center here in Atlanta. And I got there and I was really amazed because we had converted a former jail into a more purposeful place for people to help, people rebuild themselves. And Mercy Care become a part of it because there was nobody doing, I guess, respite care really in Atlanta and no place for a person who still needed to recuperate, to heal from whatever ailments and injuries they may have had in the hospital stay to go. And that was the big one for me. So that squarely landed me here at Mercy Care. And it created a space where I'd be able to participate. So then I knew nothing about the client advisory committee. We were calling it at that time our equivalent of a cab. And was offered the opportunity to participate and become a member of the client advisory. And I did. It became like hard to refuse. And basically I've been here ever since. I am completely humbled by, honored, in this legacy that's been established by Ellen Dailey, because I know I've never met Ellen Dailey, but it seems that she was a fierce advocate for the humanity of people experiencing homelessness. Wow, this is quite amazing. Nothing I could have done on my own, so there's been a tremendous group effort of pouring into me, I like to say. And I do somebody a great injustice or disservice if I sat here and tried to think of all the people and names that provided comfort, support, and just, well, here at Mercy Care, we say we bring our hearts to work. So that's probably the best way that I could state that. But it has just been such a wonderful ordeal, flight of this journey for me.